Welcome to Compass Design, learning solutions that get you there.
Today's proposal presentation is time management for college students.
Challenge question. How do we create or structure an effective online course that teaches college students strategies to better manage their time?
Background. College students are faced with unique challenges. Their greatest need is time management. They have academic and social and personal stressors. These skills are not typically taught in a high school setting.
So other existing solutions that are out there, there are some, but mostly they are video-based. They are rather brief. They're not targeted specifically towards a college student audience, and many of the tools they mention are already outdated.
Potential concerns. Copyright infringement, privacy while students are using the program, and accessibility, making sure that everyone has an opportunity to participate fully in the course.
Our goal is to build an online time management course for college students, teaching them appropriate strategies and techniques for personal and academic success.
So our brainstorming process involved 4 steps. First, we had meetings. We identified meeting dates, duration, and tools. Then we discussed what needed to be accomplished. We made some final decisions, and we figured out what our next steps were by distributing tasks and setting deadlines for our next meeting.
The pros. This process kept us organized and on task and ensured that everyone had an equal say. The cons were that it was not always time efficient, and next time we intend to establish brainstorming plans earlier.
Overall goals and course competencies. We hope to instill effective prioritization, goal setting, time management strategies and techniques, proactive planning and organization, self-reflection, and adaptation.
So we'll go into a little bit more detail about each of these goals and course competencies on our next few slides. Our first total objective is prioritization and goal setting. So at the end of this course, we hope that students will be able to identify and articulate at least 3 personal and academic goals, break them down to specific, measurable, and time-bound objectives, and create a prioritized list of tasks necessary to achieve these goals. There are 2 labeling objectives related to these goals. The first is SMART goal setting. So using the SMART goal pattern, they will apply this framework to help them identify their academic and personal goals. They will also work towards task prioritization and planning by creating prioritized to-do list, and this involves breaking down everything that they'll be working towards into smaller, manageable tasks. Our first performance assessment is based on this SMART goal setting assignment. So as we talked about previously, we'll ask them to create some SMART goals. They'll submit a written assignment that includes a description of these goals, and we will assess them based on a rubric due to clarity, specificity, and relevance. A second performance assessment that we have is a time management portfolio. We'll use this to evaluate students' understanding of an application of time management techniques. So actually, students will create a time management portfolio with prioritized tasks. They'll submit 2, one at the midterm and one at the end of the course. So this will act as both a formative and summative assessment. And this will also be based on a rubric that we will create.
All right, objective number 2 is time management techniques. Upon completing the course, students will demonstrate the ability to implement a variety of time management techniques, including to-do lists, digital tools, the use of digital tools such as calendar applications, and they'll develop strategies for minimizing distractions. In order to meet that objective, we have 2 enabling objectives. One is time blocking and scheduling, where students will master the skill of time blocking. And they'll also learn to use digital tools for scheduling, creating organized weekly schedules. They'll also work on distraction management. They'll identify common distractions found in their environment and develop strategies to mitigate or eliminate those distractions, such as creating dedicated study spaces, practicing mindfulness techniques, and other means of staying focused and on task. Performance assessment number 3 is a formative assessment. It's to assess the student's ability to identify and mitigate those distractions. They're going to prepare a presentation on common distractions and strategies that they could use to manage those distractions. The rubric, the grading will be based on rubric, the evaluation based on clarity and relevance of the presentation and quality of the examples provided, as well as the effectiveness of their proposed solutions.
Terminal objective number 3 is personalized time management planning. By the end of the course, the students will be able to have their own personalized plan with a weekly schedule that they've created, study routines that they've learned, and strategies for balancing their commitments, both academic and personal. It will reflect their own self-awareness and help them to get into who they are and how they can succeed and adapt to new challenges as well. The related objectives, enabling objectives, are that they will learn effective study techniques and they will have regular self-assessment and adjustment, skills that they can take beyond the course. They will learn to apply study techniques, active learning, note-taking, time-efficient ways to review information. And they will also regularly check in with themselves and develop their own time management effectiveness parameters to see how they're doing, and they can identify ways to improve and reflect on their goals and then make new goals for new challenges. Performance assessment number 4 is self-assessment and their improvement plan. It will evaluate students' ability to reflect on their time management habits and to make those adjustments. They will have to complete a survey, rather, looking closely at what their habits are, and then they will look at that and create an improvement plan. The rubric will be assessing the quality of their assessment, how deeply they go into it, how specific they are, and how they've used the tools that they've learned.
And performance assessment number 5, the time management peer review summative assessment, is to encourage peer-to-peer learning and feedback. Students are going to participate in peer reviews of their classmates' time management portfolios and self-improvement plans. They're going to provide constructive feedback and suggestions to their peers for improvement. The rubric to grade them will be assessment is based on the quality and relevance of the feedback which they provide to their peers.
The rationale for why we think this will be so successful for students and lead to general successful for the stakeholders is because the course offers personal encouragement. It offers ways that students can see and reframe their struggles so that they can feel like they can succeed. It will challenge them with actionable items, not just words thrown at them, and help them build positive habits over time that will last instead of just another thing that they can see on YouTube. And the success will, of course, lead to saving universities, parents, and students money. Students won't waste their time, parents won't waste their savings, and universities won't lose funding and federal funding and have high attrition rates, which will have everybody being successful. So that is why it will work. Compass leads the way to student success.